Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by to check out the latest from Sailing Emerald Steel. In this video we're going to be showing you how we launch and retrieve our inflatable and our hard dinghies. We think it's an important subject for all people that plan on going cruising. And before we get started, we once again like to thank all of you that took the time to leave a comment and a thumb up on our last video. Thanks guys, we really appreciate hearing from you.
Even short trip, say from San Diego to Catalina, which only takes say 12 hours, I find it incredible that some people actually are pulling dinghies behind them with the engine attached. You know, the truth is that most of the time when the weather is very nice, especially Southern California, then not much can happen. But I saw a boat with a dinghy behind, and the dinghy got turned upside down and he lost all his diving equipment. And also possibly when there's any kind of waves, when the dinghy actually surfing down the way past you, possibly line gets stuck on the propeller, and so on and so forth. So it's very important to know how to retrieve your dinghy and put up on the deck, especially when you're in anchorage and say a bad weather is coming. So you want to move, and I suggest strongly that you should never try to do with a dinghy behind you, but put a dinghy and your outboard up on the deck. That's the only way to be secure. And we decided to make this video now because the other day we were anchored in Glorieta Bay, and we were sitting in the cockpit and watching our neighbor when he was ready to leave. He was trying to lift his hard dinghy up on the deck, and as we were watching him, it took him over 2 hours to actually accomplish the job. He tried so many different ways. His tripod was not the right way, just dinghy was hitting the side of his boat.
He tried to just lift it by the bow, and it was just
he was by himself, so naturally that makes it even harder. But after watching him for a while, I was thinking, you know, maybe it's good we make a video to show how we go about it, so people get some idea. Now, we know a lot of cruisers do the same. Some people have a different system. Some people might have a better system, but everybody should have some system.
You need to have a system that works.
You should have some system to lift your dinghy,
and launch it too,
which is efficient, reasonably fast, and also one which doesn't
bang up the side of your boat.
Bang up your boat. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.
It's very important to have a tripod which is properly balanced for both dinghies, because you want to make sure that when you're lifting the dinghy up, it's just right on the level. It can't be too heavy in the stern or the bow, so you have to kind of play around with it a little bit. When we launch our hard dinghy, the first thing we do is attach our main halyard to the aft line of our tripod. Then, as I slightly lift the stern, we pivot the dinghy so it sits across our taffrail and deck.
Hold the front. Okay, put down.
And here our lift comes in very handy. We attach the dinghy tripod to the lift. And as soon as I clear the deck and taffrail, we push the dinghy outboard. This can easily be done by one person, it just takes a little bit more time. As the lift holds the dinghy away from the side of the boat, we lower it down to the water and tie off the painter. It's important to be able to disconnect the tripod while you're still on the boat so you don't have to get into the dinghy, especially if the weather's bad. Next, we secure the lift to the boat so it doesn't bang around. Mission accomplished. When we retrieve our dinghy, we attach the lift to the tripod, and while one of us holds the bow line to keep the dinghy from swinging, the other one lifts it up. Next, we swing it inboard and lower it down to sit on the taffrail. We have strips of hardwood attached where the dinghy sits to protect it. Then again, we release the tripod from the lift, attach the main halyard to the aft line of the tripod, slightly lift the stern, and swing the dinghy into position. When the dinghy is in place on deck, we use two stainless ratchet straps to secure it in place. Once the dinghy is secure on deck, we release the halyard and the job is complete. And when we're on a long passage offshore, we store the dinghy upside down. Perfect day of sailing. Whenever we're anchored in a lagoon or harbor, we always lift up our inflatable dinghy with the engine. This way you protect it from getting stolen, as many cruisers have discovered the hard way, and you prevent bottom growth, which is important as well. Lifting the inflatable without the outboard is pretty straightforward, but with the engine attached, we hate to put extra strain on the dinghy transom, so we strongly suggest using your main halyard to support the engine. So the dinghy's suspended from a tripod. It's got one line in the front and a double line in the back. Forms a little tripod here, and it's important to get it balanced just right, because when you lift up the dinghy without the engine, it's perfect. When we lift it up with the engine, we have to use our mainsail halyard. It supports the engine. The stern of the dinghy is attached with this line right here, which holds the dinghy into the boat so it doesn't swing out. And the bow is attached with our painter. It's pulled in really tight. Prevents the dinghy from swinging out as well. Keeps it secure.
First thing, I undo the rope which holding the stern of the dinghy. Next thing, Susan undo the front.
We're gonna narrate.
Ready?
On short passages, we carry both dinghies right side up on deck. And on long passages, the hard dinghy is stored upside down, while the inflatable is rolled up and stored down below. You also need a way to lift up your outboard on deck, especially if it's heavy. It's good for doing maintenance if you're going on a long passage or just want to store it on deck. Okay everybody, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and got something out of it. And if you did, don't forget to leave a comment and a thumb up. And we'd also like to thank all the people that support our channel through Patreon and PayPal. Thank you so much guys, we really appreciate your support and we will see you all next time. Bye bye.